And let the tribe say peace, peace, peace. What's up, Soul Tribe? Back at you, baby. What's up? Ivory is live. Go wake up everybody in the house. I told y'all last time, don't do that now. You're going to get your ass whooped. Go waking everybody up in the house. Some of them just got in about, what time is it here? 8:14. Some of these folks just now getting in. They just now getting in from the club, and you in the house, and you ain't go to the club. But now it's early in the morning. You want to wake everybody up. You get your ass whooped. Who remember them days? Welcome back, everybody. Let me make sure I can be heard. Make sure I ain't shooting blanks. Hold on. Let me make sure I ain't shooting blanks. Let me make sure I ain't shooting blanks. Let me make sure I ain't shooting blanks. Shoot blanks. I'm not shooting blanks. I'm not shooting blanks. I'm not shooting blanks. Nope. I ain't shooting them. If I can hear myself, we Gucci. Let's roll. So much going on behind the scenes, folks. It feels so good. Welcome back, everybody. Now, this live stream, this what you watching. I don't know what you watching on, but however you see me, this live stream is intended for information, clarification, confirmation, entertainment, just a little bit of entertainment. Only, that's it. Stop right there. Stop right there. It's just for what? Information, confirmation, clarification, mixed with a little entertainment. Only. That's it. Stop right there. Because if you're here for anything else, you might not like it. It may be mumbo jumbo type shit to you. I'm not your counselor. I'm not your attorney. I'm not your doctor. I'm not your psychic. For those who have gotten readings from me or sessions with me, I'm your spiritual advisor. If you got a counselor, I'm your counselor. Everybody else, I don't even know. If I have never connected with your energy, you have never connected with my energy. I don't know. If I connected with your energy, you connected with my energy, and you said, I don't like your energy, Ivory. Screw you. I got it. If me and your energy connected, and I said, I don't like your energy, screw you. Everybody should be happy. That's how this shit works. You can't be getting mad at somebody, pissed, feeling some type of way, because somebody don't fuck with you no more. Just think of how many people you don't fuck with. Now, y'all hit that like button now. I'm finna get raw, as usual, and juicy. Hotline open. This Sunday hangout. From now on, Sunday hangout, we going to the mountaintop. We going live. The number up there, it's in the title. Who getting out numbers? I didn't put it in the description box. I put it in the title. Let me tell y'all something. I feel good. I met a couple of more. It's been a few, but I met a couple more what y'all call millionaires this week. They loving it. They like what they hear. They like what they heard. Mm-hmm. Hotline wide open. I dare you. Now, when I tell you the hotline is open and you call in, call in. If you call in before that, I'm going to roast you. You want to get roasted this morning? You know, some people feel good when you roast them. Some people love negative energy and toxicity so much that if you ain't slapping them, hitting them on their ass, talking bad to them, they think something wrong with you. They'll come up to you, "Are you all right? You ain't saying shit bad to me today." They can't hide it anymore. They can't hide it no more, y'all. Listen, if I was in my old way of being, Sunday morning, getting ready for Sunday school, got to teach Sunday school. Y'all come on, talk. Come on in here Sunday morning, hang out. Y'all, if you ain't get your ass up and go to Sunday school this morning, you in the right place. You in the right place. I don't care. Why? Because you're going to get a little bit of everything. But if I was in my old way of being, and I got to, deliver the message today behind the pulpit to the people, y'all know how it go. You know what I would talk about? I would talk about they can't hide it anymore. Then now you're going to be like, who is they is? See? Whoever they is to you. Me, I'm thinking in terms of if I'm behind the pulpit, I'm thinking of the planet now. I'm thinking of people who have hidden history from what they classified as the peasants or the normal people or general population, like we locked up. And you are, a lot of us is locked up. That's why they call you general public, general population and shit. I can talk, man. I'm not connected with no society. I'm not connected with none of my brothers and sisters who are Masons, Eastern Stars, or any other secret society, fraternity, sorority. I'm not connected with none of that. Nothing. Me, the universe, my spirit guide, and my knowledge of who I am in previous lifetimes. So now I know who the assholes is this lifetime. I wasn't supposed to figure this shit out. Listen, you wasn't supposed to know some things. But now you know. And people don't like that shit in your personal life. You wasn't supposed to know that they overlooked you 3-4 times on your job. But you know who it is. They can't hide that shit no more. You weren't supposed to know that the person you was dealing with in the past when. I don't know. You weren't supposed to know they had got married and started a whole new goddamn family, or they done started a whole new life with somebody else. You weren't supposed to know that shit. But you know, they can't hide that shit no more. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to get turned up here in a minute. You should have took your ass to Sunday school. Come by here and listen to the Snagger-2 tarot reader. You should have took your ass to Sunday school. Now your pastor going to be mad at me. Don't get mad at me, pastor. Get mad at, what's his name? Get mad at Drewski. Do you want a revolution? Drewski clowning on these folks. Ooh, wait. If I was going to talk about something this morning behind the pulpit, the title of the sermon would be, I ain't preaching, I'm teaching. The title of the sermon would be, they can't hide it anymore. Let me tell you what, I'm going to give y'all a couple of pointers of where I'm coming from, so then that way you can take that mind of yours and you can kind of start thinking and try to say, okay, I see what he talking about. You ain't gonna never see what I'm talking about. You just go along with it. You're gonna get twisted, tied up, tangled up, trying to see what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna give you some pointers. Point number one. America is an empire. America is modern day Rome. There are descendants of the people who formed a corporation, a republic, a constitution. Some of these descendants, not all of them, that if you trace their DNA and their history, it would take you back to, of course, Britain, England, France, Europe, Eurasia, Greece, or after Euro, Rome, Greece. But they are not Sumerians, all of them. They are not Comedians. They are not Nubians. They are not Nijis. They're not. Not all of them. Why am I saying this here? See, they can't hide this shit no more. Now, I'm going to read to y'all something, and you can go do your own research. I'm not going to sit up here, and you know how some people, they want, when you talking about something they ain't never heard before, then they'll go to ask you questions. Where do you get that from? Where do you get that? Then when you show them where you got it from, they don't even believe that shit. So I don't tell them shit. I'm not here to debate. I don't bait. I don't do debates. And the reason why I don't do debates, how you going to do a debate with somebody and they only know one side? How you going to debate with somebody and they only know one side of the story? How? That's just like me getting up here arguing with you. You know. Let's say, you saw Donald Trump yesterday in Washington, D.C. You know this. But I ain't never seen Donald Trump before. I ain't never seen Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. And then me and you get on a discussion, conversation, and you trying to tell me what you saw yesterday when you saw Donald Trump walk in the damn White House. And I'm like, no, you didn't. That ain't what you saw. That ain't what you heard. You ain't see that. How you gonna look at me? You gonna look at me like, this man a damn fool. If you me, I'm gonna look at you like, I'm just gonna smile. Bless them, spirit. Just bless their little mind, spirit. They going on about my business. I'm gonna read to y'all something that they can't hide no more. But you got to get it. Let me give you another point. I'm going to give you a point again. America is modern-day Rome. It's an empire. But just like her mama, I didn't say the land is. I said America. America's is the first explorer that's supposed to have been from the Euros, Roman Empire, European, what have you. Americas. The explorer. Before Christopher Columbus, by the way. If Italian, listen to me good, Fizzos. Italian dude. If you tell a Roman that they are European, they get mixed. You tell a Roman that you're a white man, they'll look at you like you stupid. Because the Roman don't. Them my babies. I ain't no damn European. A real true Roman Italian. If you tell them, if you ask them, hey, you a white man, they're going to get pissed. You're a white lady, they're going to get pissed. Let me tell you something. So they told you that Christopher Columbus discovered, notice the words now, discovered America. I never seen this cup before, but when I made it, right? When I made this here cup, I didn't discover this cup. I created this. Okay, I didn't make the porcelain. I made the image. Live in the moment. That's me. Now, when you discover something, that means somebody else was already there, the original. You can only discover a replica or a copy or news or something for the first time. So if you saw it there, what makes you think there's nobody else? So you feel like you're the first one to seen it? So what do you do when you come here and you discover something and you look and you say, damn, there's giants in this land. There's a lot of damn people over here. So if Christopher Columbus discovered America, why didn't they name the damn place Columbus? They named it Americas after the original explorer. They can't hide that shit no more, but they didn't want you to know that. Some of y'all, you didn't know that until just now. All right, let's move on. Now, I want to read something to y'all, then I'm going to give you another nugget. I've already given you one. I ain't getting y'all shit. Hit the like button. So y'all think y'all come in here and watch my little movies, my little tarot Netflix, and dropping these nuggets. And y'all don't even want to hit the like button. Y'all just want to sneak in. Y'all still like to sneak in the theater and shit, huh? Okay. Well, go on, sneak in the theater then. You want to come in through the back door? You don't like paying? You don't like having a damn ticket? You just sneaky and shit. You want to sneak in. See, I get a lot of people come here and watch me. Family, friends, exes and shit. And they going to probably feel some type of way. Because why? They ain't going to say shit. Now, my family that do come here, they say something. We chop it up. When I'm not lying. But the family, friends, and exes and co-workers and shit that I don't fuck with, they know what time it is. They know I ain't did nothing to nobody. Now let's get back in here. What? Look at that. Y'all don't even want to hit the like button. It's free. Just take that finger and dash. All right, America. It's modern day Rome. Columbus ain't discovered shit. There was an Italian explorer, Americas. You got me? All right. I want to find. I'm gonna read this here. I'm gonna read this here to y'all again. Y'all know what it is. Some of y'all live and die by this book. That's a whole nother live stream. Some of y'all live and die by this book. I ain't never met a human being yet. Right? I ain't never met a human being yet. Or a Homo sapien. A person that can live by this book. You can't live by this book. If you do, you are controlled by not a higher spiritual power, but a group of people. Now, we ain't going to get into that because I don't want them to be flagging me, get mad at me. You don't supposed to tell them everything. Just tell them a little something, get your ass on out the way. Ain't. Now, I'm going to read this to y'all again. Then we're going to open up the hotline. Hold on. Quit playing with me. Now, we already know that Cain had met him somebody. We're in the 6th chapter of Genesis, folks. Welcome. If you didn't go to Sunday school, I thank you for stopping by. I'm going to give you shit raw and uncut. I'm going to give it to you like you be around your house. I ain't going to give it to you like when you at church and you trying to be all sanctimonious and shit. No, I'm going to give it to you like your ass be when you at the club. Raw. Now pull up the chair. Chapter 6. Canaan already met a woman in the 4th chapter. We're in chapter 6, y'all. Canaan already met a woman in the 4th chapter. She looked good. Where she come from, though? They can't hide this shit no more. Hold on. This type of shit that got me thrown out of pulpits. But I had my own pulpit. They couldn't throw me out mine. I just walked away. Listen. Canaan already met him a woman in the 4th chapter of Genesis. He done married her ass. They done had a child. I think dude's name was Enoch. Y'all don't want to. Y'all ready? This Sunday school now. Ivory way. Raw. Now I need you to first, while I'm talking, I need you to think. I need you to think. Where did she come from? Now, it's up to you to go and prove or believe where she came from. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All I know is we in the 6th chapter. This is not the order of the story. This is just their version. This is their story. This ain't none of my story. I'm just reading. It's literature to me. So you can ask yourself the question, where he come from? Where she come from? Who was her mama? Who was her daddy? All right, hold on. Wait a minute. Damn. Now they said Enoch walked with God, and he was not, and God took him, so he ain't died. Y'all got me. Y'all won't hit the like button. That's what's pissing me off right now. I can't even teach Sunday school. Y'all don't even want to. Y'all be like that at church and Sunday school. Y'all, some of y'all type people, when the pastor get ready to raise the offering and shit, y'all be like this here and shit. Y'all get y'all little Bible and shit. Hold on, I'll be back, Pastor. I got to go. You know damn well you spent your tithe at the club. I'm not finna debate no history. Whatever you believe when you got here, Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahshua, Yishishish, Wishishish, Washashash, whatever you believe in, whatever you stuck on. When I get through with this live, you're gonna be stuck there. I'm not here to debate. I'm just here to read. So Cain meets a woman. They don't go into detail about this woman. You got to be like people here where they done went and found something else, you know. But anyway, I'm finna break some shit down. So they can't hide this shit no more, what I'm finna talk about. They don't want to go in detail what this lady, what this woman. I know some of us know, but listen, they don't want to tell you who she is, where she came from, who her mama was, who her daddy was, who her folk was, who she kick it with. They don't want y'all to know that. But anyway, they got together and had a child, and they called it Enoch. Don't worry, I'm not here to tell you about the Bible. Some of y'all just like coming in live streams and shit, just rambling and shit. I have fun. That's the entertainment part of it. Now watch this here. So they had a child. Cain and the woman they don't like to talk about. This name was Enoch, is what they said, right? And when he was born, according to their story, not mine, they said that's when man began to walk with God. Which God, though? You got the verse. It's gonna get tricky and thick. But they can't hide this shit no more. Hold on. They walk with God. Verse 1. Because Cain was a murderer, according to them. I don't know where the hell Adam was when his woman, Eve, was over here talking to a serpent. I don't know where Adam was. I really don't. So out of this whole creation group family, it was the grandson, Enoch, that's supposed to have started walking with God, talking with God, kicking it with God. That's when man start talking and walking with God. But they don't want now. He the only one now walking. Because why? God done kicked Adam out the garden. I don't fuck with you no more, boy. You listen to the woman. You did this here. All of just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. Look at this creation now in a garden. It's supposed to be a perfect ass damn situation. Man, there's so much damn family shit going on early on in the beginning. Go on, Adam. I don't want to fuck with you no. I'm just paraphrasing. This God talking to Adam. Oh, why you God? So God don't shut up. Get off my channel. So God said, I don't fuck with you no more, Adam. You gonna have to work. You listen to that damn woman. That's a lie. That's a lie. That woman ain't responsible. Eve wasn't responsible for none of Adam's bullshit. Adam was a motherfucker. Yeah, the Adam family. Brothers, in 2026, if your woman is not around you and you don't know where she at, then all of a sudden you see her talking to some slick tongue joker. Yeah, what's up? You know, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, baby, you know, woo, 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 woo. No, don't get mad now. You're supposed to know where she at, right? So the only one out of this here group, this family group, was the grandson named Enoch. Like when they said man began to walk and talk with God. All right. But by the time we get to King James, by the time we get to the Catholic Church, all they little bishops and popes and shit, we can't deal with this dude. They can't hide this shit no more, though. We don't want to deal with Enoch. Enoch is going to expose us. Hold on. How is he going to expose us? I'm going to show you. Chapter 6. When man began to multiply on the earth, on the face, this is man now, not sons. Man, listen to me, folks, and sons are different. That's two different groups. Okay, listen. When man began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters was born unto them. So they was having sex. They were having assurance. Why this is going on now? Now we done went from chapter 4 to chapter 6 just that quick, and look at all this shit that happened. Just go back. It ain't what you think. You can't read the Bible as this is the exact. It couldn't have happened no other way. This is the only true version. When you get to acting like that and thinking like that, you lost. Because you ain't going to even believe what you read. Now, if you believe what you read, then just read it and believe it. Other than that, you just don't act up now. When man began to multiply on the face of the land, and daughters was born, they didn't have some babies, right? It says, and daughters was born. It didn't say daughters and son. But just go ahead, just follow with me. You can believe that there was some boys going on, and some boys having. But I told you, man and sons are different. All right, let me keep reading. Daughters was born unto them. Then it says here, the sons of God. Stop. Stop. Now, if I keep going and they don't mess with me, I can prove to y'all that America is the descendants. Some of them are descendants of these sons of God. Now, if I tell you, boy, look, y'all gonna make me get in trouble, man. I'm trying to teach. I ain't trying to cause no problem. Hold on, let me find something here. Ain't no preacher gonna get up behind no pulpit and talk like this now. They're gonna throw his ass out. Because there's a higher order, a higher council over him. Most of us, most people on this planet, especially in this country, you don't know you're a puppet. You're being controlled. But they can't hide this shit no more. Hold on. I remember I used to go to the Benjamin Hooks Information Center in Memphis, Tennessee, and they used to put me out. I would be in there and sit teaching by myself, just talking to myself. I ain't bothering no goddamn body. This was Benjamin Hooks Information Center, what they call the main library in Memphis, Tennessee and shit, right? So I'm down there in there by myself. I done paid for a damn conference room and shit, all that shit. But I'm in there I ain't bothering nobody. I got the curtains open, though. This big old glass, the wall is glass. So when you pull the curtain back, you can see straight up in there. So people start coming in there one at a time and say, "What the hell is man in here talking about? By his goddamn self." He in there by his damn self, right? Ain't nobody there with him. And then when people start coming in, in terms of, I will have that same conference room every weekend, same damn time, same place, same bat cave, same bat channel. Not a room full. So if one of the workers was in there on their damn break, they shouldn't have been in there listening to me on their break. They gonna go back and tell the library director. It's a man in there saying that he can prove that Jesus Christ never physically existed in 9 minutes or less right here at our public library. Then they had this here librarian manager, director, whoever come up in there. They listening. They said, "Yeah, you get your ass up out here. You can't come in here no more. Ain't no such thing as no freedom of religion. This all cult. All religions are cults. Anyway, what we got here? The sons of God. Now, that's what y'all homework going to be now. Y'all got to go and research who the sons of God are. Right? Sons of God. Sons of God. I didn't say sons of bees, even though that's what they were, some of them. I said sons of God. Go research this here. If you go to church, if you are Catholic, if you are brew, I call them brews. If you are Hebrew, if you are brew, if you are Catholic, if you are Constantine, if you are Paulinian, if you are Christian, if whatever, if you are Muslim, I want you to go and find out. Go research this. This is going to help you out now. This is going to help you out. Just go and read. All right, so now if you don't know where to find it at, now Enoch could talk to you about it. Enoch could tell you right away who the sons of God was. But they kicked him out. They kicked his story, kicked his information out of the Bible. Who? Them Catholics. Constantine. Oh no, man, you can't be telling people about no, Because if you tell these people this, Enoch, they'll never believe us and worship us no more. We'll never be able to control them no more. And just like the devil, the serpent said, their eyes will become open and they will see themselves as God. Same thing Eve said. Same thing that the serpent or the devil said to Eve. No, Eve, you ain't gonna die. That's spiritual transformation. Your eyes will become open. And you'll be as God. That is your God's greatest fear. That's why your God say, if you eat of this tree, you gonna die. So why did God put the damn tree there? Nobody want to ask that question. You're going to put the tree there knowing because you're omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. You knew somebody was going to eat of that tree. Y'all see how this shit work? All right. Go research. Do your homework. Do your own research. Sons of God. We in Genesis, the 6th chapter. Don't ask your pastor because he ain't going to know. If you go ask your pastor, your rabbi, your imam, your whoever, you go ask them, pastor, in the Bible, in Genesis, 6 chapters, who is the sons of God? They going to tell you fallen angel. Okay, then, believe that. So now I'm going to show it to you in print. That way you ain't got to believe me. Chapter 6. Genesis 6. When man is different. Man is different than sons. When man began to multiply on the face of the land, it didn't say earth, it said land. Don't change shit, don't add shit, or your name gonna be taken out of the Lamb Book of Life, or you're gonna be added to plagues of Egypt. So leave everything alone. It's supposed to be everything that God said. So leave it alone now. Don't be changing shit now as we go. On the face of the land, and daughters were born unto them. They ain't talking about sons right now. But then all of a sudden, daughters born unto them. Look how this shit get crazy. The sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive. They looked good, succulent, and they took. That's aggression. As they wives, any they choose, meaning that they had so many women. Who we talking about here? They can't hide this shit no more. Not with Ivory. Who we talking about doing this here shit? I got banned from Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I'm still banned from TikTok. Instagram, I got banned from all that shit. Because I'm coming in here. I ain't coming in here talking about what folks doing, celebrities and all these other folks and shit like, nah, I'm coming in like, all right, y'all. My first post on Facebook in, I think, the spring of 2016 was, is there anybody else? Because I didn't even know what Facebook was. My daughter had to tell me. Listen, my first post on Facebook was a question. Is there anybody out here on this thing called Facebook that know that Jesus Christ never physically existed as we was taught? That's the only question. That's all I asked was a question. Next thing you know, boom, boom. Y'all know that sound when you got a mess. Boom, boom. It just went crazy. I just asked a question. That moment on, that little channel that didn't have but me, my daughter, two childhood friends, them my only friends, them was the only people on the damn channel. Because I had the doggone Facebook. I didn't even know that one of my niece set it up in 2014. I didn't even know I had Facebook. Then she told me, Uncle, you need to go on Facebook. Okay, but anyway, 2 years later, I go on there. 2 years later. Listen to me, true story, folks. Listen. I just asked a question. All right. And that question, 6 months later, got me banned. Because why? I started telling people things like about the pandemic that's coming. I started telling people about the lockdown. I did a video, America will fall like her mama wrong. I did a video that was entitled, America will fall like her mama wrong. Because America is wrong, modern day. Anyway, listen. So the sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive. I read this to y'all many times, but I'm not trying. I'm going to keep doing it from time to time. Saw the daughters of man and were attractive. And they took aggressive. Come here. You're going to be mine. These are the sons of God. Who is the sons of God? Some will tell you, theologians gonna tell you is fallen angels. Okay, then if they fallen angels, God can't control shit. So you can't control your fallen sons, then, right? God, you can't control Lucifer. You can't control Satan. You can't keep Satan from messing with Eve. You can't even control having Adam right there where Eve is when she meet this God, all this power, but he can't control nothing now. Hold on for a minute. I got a brew in here. It looks like a brew. Let me get this brew out of here. Can't control nothing. Watch this here, folks. We're taught that any being, any creature, any human-like being, person, creature that's not from planet Earth is considered of alien origin. An alien. Thanks for the bucket gift. Is an alien. So we have here the sons of God. Most preachers don't want to talk about this. It'll get their asses snatched from the pulpit. Because now you're going down the road of masonry, secret society, and occultism. You're dealing with descendants of the sons of God. So you got women. Listen to me good, okay? You got daughters of men that have been overtaken by God's sons for wives and having babies. I'm spinning. And God sit here and saw this shit. But back a little while ago, Eve was this evil woman now. And all she did was listen to the damn serpent, one of God's fallen sons that God created and allowed to be in this perfect dwelling called Eden. And now you're finna create a whole new group of people. Knowing, omniscient, knowing what's gonna happen. Didn't curse the sons of God, his boys, but cursed Eve and man, Adam, that he created, and cursed the serpent, his fallen son, one of them. All this here is hogwash, mumbo jumbo bullshit. They can't hide this shit no more. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what you... If you're reading and you believe what you're reading, this shit'll piss you off. It don't make sense. We're not talking about domestic violence. We're talking about murder within the confines of the triune, within the confines of the four quarters of foundation of human civilization, a man, a woman, and their two boys, and amongst them you got a murderer. Now, I'm God now. I'm all powerful. We ain't in the 6th chapter yet. We back here. We're dealing with this damn family situation with this food that I done created. I done created him and his damn wife, and already we got domestic violence in the damn God. So y'all don't want to look at this shit like that. You rather just go to the Sunday school and have your little Bible and sit all tucked away, and you sanctimonious, and you go up in there and they tell you about Shadrach, Meshach. I said it, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Tell you to put some offerings in the plate, and you gone. Right back to the club, right back to your old swinging ways. But everybody going to heaven. So we got a disgruntled family. Domestic violence in the garden. Then boom, what happened? Bam! Jealousy. One brother jealous of the other. They told y'all Cain and Abel, but these the sons of God's ass acting up. Can I talk to y'all for a minute? You want to know? You want to know who God's sons is? These are ones out here killing this shit. You don't believe me, do you? Hold on, let me get me some more coffee. Can I get some more? Can I get more coffee? Can I get more coffee? Can I get a little more coffee, y'all? If y'all let me get a little more coffee now, I'm gonna start teaching this shit. Right now, I'm just playing. There's very few of us that's got the cojones to come on live stream and talk like this. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. You can call me crazy. You can call me stupid. You can say he don't know what the hell he talking about. You can say all that. Right now, I got the damn mic, though. All you can do is comment. Why I say it like that? Because I got preachers. I got preachers, bishop, apostles. I got Masons. I got Eastern Star. I got all kind of folk come to my church. I got Muslims. I got Catholics. I got Brews. Everybody fuck with I. Because why? We know his ass from 2016, and we know he doing more than just tarot over here. His ass was snuck in. We tried to block him. We shut down the algorithms. His ass still pop in. Damn, what we gonna do? What we gonna do about this dude? He telling people shit we don't want him to know. We don't want people to know that that your God in this book created a damn dysfunctional ass damn family that included new humans, 2 new humans he created, they babies, they boys, his crazy ass damn sons of God. I call them sons of bitches. Listen, you a son of a bitch. See, I can say that now even in the pulpit. You a son of a bitch. Listen to me. Let me tell you. I said that earlier, but the sons of God were sons of bitches. You don't believe me, do you? Okay, let me show you what a sons of bitch is. The sons of God saw that the daughters of man, my women, my black sisters, right, were attractive. Read this shit to you. Let me tell you, sons of God was some sons of bitches, boy. Hold on. Now, see, they gonna blame me. They gonna listen. I'm reading right from their book now. I ain't got no foreign book here. Sons of God. Let me focus. The sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive, and they took. To me, that's a son of a bitch. As their wives, any they wanted. Man, you'll get banned for saying shit like that. But they know I don't give a fuck about getting banned. Why? Because I got shit out here I got to do. They took the goodies. And God sit here and watch this shit happen. Can I talk? They banned me now. They gonna ban me again. Why y'all think it's 3 years running and shit? I'm giving out phone numbers and shit. 3 years running, I done came in every kind of form of fashion that I could come in. And they still block me, baby. Shut down his damn algorithm. It's just a matter of time. Listen, it's just a matter of time that 1 or 2 people gonna start believing this damn shit this man telling them. He telling them the truth. And they gonna be like Eve. See, y'all think I'm the serpent. Y'all think I'm the evil one. And they eye gonna come open. And then they gonna see themselves as gods. One way you can see yourself as a god, because the sons of God, God's sons, is around here having babies by women, planet. So where them children at? Oh shit. Damn. Can I take y'all down the rabbit hole? No, I ain't gonna do that. We're gonna go there some other time. These sons of bitches. So you got aliens. You got beings from another country. From another planet, rather. Done took the goodies by force from the sisters. I bet you ain't got a preacher, a rabbi, a imam, a bishop, a pope living that'll sit here and give you this here raw, uncut truth. This is according to their story. Anyway, they took them as their wives and chose however many they wanted. Listen to this shit now. This God's son out here cutting up now. Watch this here. But Eve evil though. Eve wrong. Eve the reason why the whole planet is all messed up, and Adam, he's supposed to be over her, and his ass got lost. I don't know where the damn Adam ass was. With somebody else, another son of God, a fallen son of God, an archangel of God named Lucifer over here in the damn garden that your God created, talking to your woman, and you don't even know it. Whoa. See, Enoch, remember now, out of all the group of people, we ain't dealing with about 4, 5, 6 people so far. According to their story. And it's all kind of shit going on. Domestic violence, murder, rape, date rape, out here taking the damn goodies from the sisters. I don't want to say the P word, just taking it. As many as they want, whenever they want it. Sons of God's cutting up, turned up. But then one of these here babies ended up being dude right here. And most of y'all will pick up your King James Version and you will never read the story about Enoch. All you know is Enoch was God's grandson, Adam's grandson. That's all you know. You don't know that your calendar that you go by right now, your year, how many days in a year? 365 is based on this here grandson of Adam. Oh, so you don't believe that? Okay, then hold on. Let me go Damn, y'all love receipts, man. I don't care what I do. Y'all love receipts. Hold on. Let me give you some receipts. Enoch. The reason why your calendar is based on Enoch. But they kicked it. They don't want the Vatican now, the Catholic Church that gave you Christianity. They don't want you to know about Enoch. They can't hide this shit no more. Here you go. Now he the only one that walked with God. He was a good fella. They don't want to fuck with the good fellas though. Hold on, wait a minute. We go on and mark. Let me put a marker here so y'all can see. I'm gonna let y'all read this here. Y'all won't believe me if I tell you. Y'all won't. The only way y'all gonna believe me, I gotta show it to you. How many days in a year, y'all? This is the family tree. Enoch walked with God after he fathered Methuselah 300 years and had other sons and daughters. We talking about Enoch now. Hold on. This is Cain and whoever his wife was, her. This they boy right here. Thus all the days of Enoch was 365 years. Enoch walked with God and he was not, for God took him. So you gonna tell me that your calendar is based on the number of years that Enoch was here? 365. And you're gonna kick him out of the book? You're gonna kick him out of King James Version? It's 500 and some versions, but you're gonna kick him out. And this is the version that many people that looks like me have my skin tone. This is the version that they like. The most defiled one version out of all the versions. They don't like the Ethiopian Bible that's got Enoch in there and got a whole lot of other stuff that the Catholic Church books that they left out, 20-something books. Anyway, now all this here done happened. They done got them some wives. They done took the Pathusi from the women. They done took the Pathusi. Listen. Then the Lord said, my spirit. This God talking now. Oh, I said, here we go. Then God said, my spirit. That's something supposed to be separate from him. Now, y'all call him him. Now, this ain't no man talking now. Y'all just say man, masculine. Why? Because it's aggressive energy. It's sun energy. The sun is a Masonic symbol. The eagle is the Masonic symbol representation of the sun. The sun, the eagle, I ain't gonna teach, hold up. Listen. My spirit shall not abide in man. Listen at this. My spirit shall not abide in man. I told you, man and sons is different now. They ain't gonna let me teach like this here. My spirit shall not abide in man forever. So all y'all walking around here talking about you got the spirit of God, you a lie. Damn, Ivory. Damn, Ivory. My spirit shall not abide in man. So don't quit talking, running around when people talking about, I got the spirit of God in me. Say you a lie. Or just asking what God? The God according to King James. Oh, that God. With the bastard sons around here. You talking about that God? Around here raping women? Taking the Bathusi from them? Taking the goodies? Didn't get them wild, didn't get them pregnant. You talk about that God. Oh, that's your God. Oh, okay. My spirit shall not abide with man forever. Ain't said shit about his sons. They done came and took the pussy. Big giants, fallen angels, whatever y'all want to call them. It didn't say that. It just said it's boys. Can I teach? My spirit is not going to always abide in man forever. And they done came, your boys that came down here and took our shit, took our women, said that they was attractive and they looked good, took the pussy, took it. I just read it to you. Now you're saying your spirit, this they God. This ain't none of my God no more. This used to be my God. Ain't none of my God no more. Too much shit happened in the God that was supposed to be a perfect place. I already proved to you. Domestic violence and shit, cheating and shit, murder, all this shit going on before you and I. And I ain't My spirit shall not always abide with y'all, man, forever. For the flesh, he talking about our flesh now. Listen, his day's not going to be 120 years. So now you going to tell me, y'all God, it ain't none of my God no more. So I can talk about this here. My spirit ain't going to abide with you men no more. For the flesh, in the flesh, mean you're going to die. The oldest you're going to live is 120 years. His days shall be 120 years. Ain't saying shit about what his sons just did. Don't you go to twisting what I'm saying. Now, I'm reading this shit to you, raw, uncut, unedited, word for word. Now you can believe and twist it and add different etymologies and different whatever you want to add. If you add one word, he's gonna add your name. He gonna add to you the plagues of Egypt. If you take one word away and twist it, he gonna take your name out of the Lamb's Book of Life, meaning that leave this word alone. It's supposed to be the number one everything, the uno everything. Don't change shit. Read this shit like it is. You can't handle the way I'm talking? Go to Sunday school next Sunday. This grown folk shit. I'm sitting here reading this and it's crazy. That's why I walked away from it. Ain't no curses been put on, no pun. Didn't say my sons who took pussy, who took and raped. These sons of bitches of mine. I'm not going to punish them. They ain't going to do nothing. I ain't going to do shit to them. In fact, I'm going to let their ass stay down there with y'all. Whoa. I'm going to make sure. See, listen, they can't hide this shit no more. They can't hide this shit no more. Listen. Now that's verse 3. It ended with, for he is flesh. What that's supposed to mean? It didn't say man down here and the sons of man is sleeping with the daughters of God. It didn't say that. It didn't say the sons of man is sleeping with the daughters of God. God has some daughters, didn't he? Also, he ain't create no women, right? Also, I got to show you them receipts. I ain't got time to do all that. It didn't say the sons of man slept with the daughters of God. It said the sons of God. Now go do your research. Slept with, took the pussy. Slept with the daughters of men. Took them. You gonna be mine. Come here, gal. Bring your ass to me. You mine. And we standing around me and like Adam and shit, mouth all open and shit. Damn, I can't fight this damn giant. He done took my woman, but you gonna curse me and tell me that I can't live more than 120 years now because your boy that came down here and took my goddamn woman. That's verse 3. It's going to be 120 years. Watch verse 4. Watch what it says in verse 4, folks. This Sunday school. Real Sunday school. Raw Sunday school. It said the Nephilim. Damn, who is this? God damn. We the one from Adam to Eve to Cain and Abel, murderers and shit, and we done dealt with rapists and shit. God damn. Now we got some more folk. We got sons of God and shit, man, and now we got Nephilims and shit, right? Okay. So the Nephilims was on the earth. Ah, shit. Here we go. In those days, that brings us to our second point of homework research. I can only teach one way, raw. So much shit has been sugar-coated in your life, our lives for lifetimes. So much shit has been downplayed. So much shit has been overlooked. So much shit has been ignored that affects you and me every single damn day. A belief system. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Our second point of research, that means when I say our second point of research, that means you can do with what you want to do with it. I'm just going to give it to you. All right. Second point of research, where we at? This Sunday hangout. Subscribe to the channel. It gets crazier. It gets crazier, meaning that it gets even more raw. I ain't got started yet because they won't let nobody come in here. I'm telling you now. They won't let nobody come to my channel. They blocked the algorithm. I thought he just came over here to talk about tarot. We let him back on YouTube and shit. We banned him from 2018 all the way up to 2023 and his ass back again. Damn. We thought he was gone. He done came in the back door. He done snuck one in on us. Block his algorithm. Now you can go and do whatever you want to do with this here. Now you know who. Now you got a general. You don't know everything, but now you got a general idea of who the sons of God were. Those sons of bitches. But anyway, there's another group of people back in those days that you need to go do some research on. They called Nephilim. Nephilim. Let me turn the camera this way. Y'all can see this. See, that's raw, unedited. I ain't got nobody in here but me. So first one we got sons of God. Nephilims. Put an S on there. We'll put an S on there anyway. You can read this here shit right. Just go do your little research. Don't go talk to your pastor now. Don't go talk to your missionary evangelist. Verse 3, then the Lord said, my spirit shall not abide in man forever. Like we did something. Back up here in the hot pink now, his boys now, look at that. And they took the producer. He ain't did shit to them, hold on. So now we all messed up out here, the brothers and shit. Y'all sisters think y'all got it hard. At least y'all got the sons of God. Y'all got Nephilim. Y'all got giants. Ain't no anyway. Then all of a sudden, verse 4. See how this shit just move and all this shit going on. But then we just jump right into what? Brothers, y'all gonna be here for 120 years. But now who is these Nephilims? Damn. We got to deal with the Nephilims and shit. We got to deal with God's sons and shit. The brothers got it hard, man. I know y'all sisters out there, y'all cheat all the time, but goddamn, look who we competing with. We compete with motherfucking giants. Since the beginning. All the way back in those days, we've been competing. Look! Let me talk sometime. The brothers. I'm a brother. We've been competing with God's sons, taking our damn women, and these damn Nephilims, these damn giants. So whenever we can get whatever we can get, we just get it. Is that one? Is that one way to put it, sisters? Whatever we can get, whatever we can get. God damn, look who we competing against. From the beginning. We can't be around here but 120 years. They ass has been here every damn since this shit happened. They ain't never left. Now, if they let me teach it, I'll tell y'all who these folks is today. But they gonna block me. They gonna shut, you know they gonna shut this shit down. They did it in 2017, 2018, 2016, every damn year for 6 years. I had to start all over a whole new Facebook page. I done got in some trouble again. Sisters, now you see why. See, when we get what we get, we just getting a little bit. I don't want to say we getting leftovers, none of that type of shit. You know, I'm just saying, God damn, look who we competing against. We competing against the sons of God and Nephilims since the beginning. They don't want to hear our story. Don't think that we done gave out. We done tapped out. Oh, no, we back stronger than ever. We gonna help free y'all from these damn fools. You don't believe that shit, do you? Mm-hmm. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. And also afterward. Uh-oh. Damn, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I ain't gonna let y'all get me in trouble. Don't y'all want me to come back and do some tarot readings and shit? Then y'all need to tell me, Ivory, okay, stop, Ivory, while you're here. We get it. Stop. Because we don't want you to, we don't. Shit. I had one preacher tell me in my live one day on Facebook, it was about maybe about 4,000 or 5,000 people in the live stream, right? Some preacher came in and just blatantly said, I don't mean no harm. I don't know who you are, but you a dangerous man. And I do not want my members around you. One of his members followed my Facebook channel. And I don't know who he was. I just told everybody to lie. Go ask your pastor this question and see what answer you get. They went and asked him. He couldn't answer it. Not this question, a question. So now you know where some of his members be hanging out at. I underlined this here. It says here, the Nephilim were on the earth. Damn. I'm showing y'all what the receipts and shit. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. If you don't know what this is, go look it up. That's your research. That's your homework. I'll give you 1 point. They big those days. And also afterward, when the sons of God came to the daughters of men and bore children. Now I'm done. Now, you need to know who the sons of God is. Nah. I ain't gonna tell you everything. You need this. It give you 3 things I'm finna give you. Just hold on. I ain't gonna give you a whole lot. I ain't trying to take up your whole week. Right? You need go and research the sons of God. I don't care what your religious belief is. Because if you are a Hebrew, Catholic, Christian, Muslim, those are all Abrahamic religions based on an origin of Kemetic. Just being honest with you. Based on the origin of Samaria. Based on origins and teachings and stone inscriptions of the Neeges, the Olmecs, or the Neeges, whatever you want to call, okay? So you got sons of God. You got the Nephilims. And then you have hold on, y'all. Let me get this shit on out of here for y'all so y'all can get. This all I need you to go research. Here go your homework for this week. Go and find out who the Nephilims is. Now I'm gonna come back now next Sunday. Now you hear? Go find out who the sons of God is. If you're going to church tomorrow, today, later on, next week, during the week, Bible study, make sure if you can't talk to your pastor and ask your pastor questions in 2026, just keep watching me. I got you for the whole year. I promise. If they don't ban me. Go research the sons of God. Find out who these Nephilims are. And find out who they children, they seed, they children, they descendants are. I know who they are today. And it'll shock the shit out of you if I told you. But I don't want to do everything for you. Look, I done got banned. Damn it, you go and research and start talking about it so some of y'all can get banned. So you can see how these folks gonna come at you sideways. These folks gonna start sending you threatening emails and shit. Okay, then take some of that heat off of me. Shit. I'm tired of getting all the heat. Banned and shit just for telling y'all what they already done wrote. Let me tell y'all something. There are portals. I'll start out by saying it like this here first. There's levels to this shit. Levels of knowledge, levels of understanding, levels of dimensions, whatever. But there are portals, folks. I don't care what you believe. If you partake in some of the historical, universal information that's available doing a lot of these here portal transits. Right? This allows you to see shit from the past and the future. This allows you to travel. You ain't got to have no mushrooms. It's spiritual. God said right there, he said, look, my spirit, for all of y'all think your God is a man or a dude or some masculine dude sitting on top of a desk, behind a desk in the sky with a mallet and pop, pop, man's law, pop, 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 all these goddamn laws. He just said he a spirit. Spirit ain't got nothing to do with these damn. Let me tell you something now, what I know. The spirit source has nothing to do with the laws. It's the individuals, the clones, the avatars, the people that they create to put here to carry out. So, sons of God, let me give y'all a little pointer in your lesson. Sons, it was plural with an S on the end. So, it's a bunch of them. How many? I don't know. But some of them was ratchet. Some little evil motherfuckers. God's son, man. I just showed you how they raped and they took the sex. They took the pussy. And they still here. Their days was not numbered. They kept on having babies with women on earth. Where they at? These motherfuckers is still here. And now some dude named Ivory, who just so happened to know a little something, tongue uncut, unfiltered, been there, did that. Who in the hell he think he is? That he gonna come and tell, he gonna come and pull out our book and read a couple of scriptures that took place in the beginning. I just read to y'all from Genesis. And now he got these folks, these few little folks that we allow to come to his channel to go and start thinking. Now women, it's gonna be like, if you start thinking, sisters, you be like, wait a minute. So if they told me that the serpent and the devil is the same, why did God allow his fallen son, Lucifer, to come and talk to me in a new garden, a new heaven, a new earth he created, and he didn't get rid of this damn fool? Jesus don't love me. And I don't love Jesus. Does that scare you enough? Jesus don't love me and I don't love Jesus. It's an hour and a half in this here live stream. If you've been here long enough for just this one, not all the other ones, or just know me in person, you know that you ain't gonna never hear me say nothing about no Jesus love me and I love no Jesus. When I just said, the first question I ever asked on any social media platform was a question. How many people know, like me, that Jesus Christ, as we were taught in that same book, one of God's sons, never physically existed? If I just told you what if I just told you and read to you what God's sons did in the beginning and shit, Then you got another one of his sons, Jesus, come along. If I told y'all some of the stuff, it's just like some people that look like me. If I told y'all some of the evil shit about your presidents, all of them, but in particular about your president that y'all beloved, those of you who look like me and some of y'all who are into the politics and all this bullshit, Barack Obama, probably one of the most evil person that I ever heard of. That looks like me though. You unsubscribe, unfriend, like I began to shit. All of them evil. They all work and controlled by the sons of God. Can I tell y'all? See, I'm giving y'all a little research in advance. Every president, world leader on this planet is controlled by some evil ass group of people, God's sons. I don't give a damn if they Democrat or Republican. I don't care if you Christian, Muslim, Jewish, you a spirit, you a being, you a essence, you a soul. You are not a religious. You're not religious. You believe that you are, but you're not. Because why? Ain't now one of y'all in my life can live by this book. All of y'all sinners. You seeing today. You seeing last night. On average, Google, Chat GPT, whatever. Research, do what? What's the average time? How many times a day the average human being sin? It's going to tell you 86. 86. So you got to ask God for forgiveness 86 times a day. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Lord, and then you still going to fall short. The God you looking for inside you. The spiritual freedom, the eternal desire that you looking for is inside of you. You can't live by that book. So go and find out where these children at. Also, now they're gonna start telling y'all slipping little shits in Hollywood movies and shit, and they gonna start slipping shit in through the news media. Now you're gonna start hearing shit about aliens and the different species of aliens and the groups that's evil and dark. Cause I'm gonna tell you, some of God's sons were some evil ass motherfuckers. Can I say it again? I can at least say they were rapists. They took the pussy. Some of God's son that I read, and Enoch could tell you all about their asses. No, they don't want you to listen to. They don't want you to read this. And that's a short version. They don't want you to know. But they can't hide it no more. The genie is out the bottle. And as long as people like me live, exist, I'm going to come and I'm going to tell you some shit that you ain't heard before. When most of y'all find out that 99.99999% of y'all, I don't care what color you is, 99.9% of y'all, especially the people that look like me, 99.9% of y'all, you, your folks, your parents, your grandparents, your great, they ain't never came off of no damn boat. As long as you believe the boat story, whether it's Noah boat story or slave boat story, they got you. As long as you keep talking about reparations and fight, Okay, reparation was for what? Descendants of slave, but you can't prove what boat your ass can. You can't prove they ain't got no boat, man. I don't give a damn about no damn Epstein manifesto. I want that damn boat manifesto. Go get me the slave boat manifesto. They got that shit. They know. Oh, so boats coming over here with people in it, and they don't know, and they not keeping a record. No, 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 no. But they can tell you about ancient shit, but they can't tell you about where these damn boats at, right? Damn the boats. My great great grandmother told me. She named me. She gave me my nickname. Boy, don't believe what them white folk tell you. My mama, my grandmama, my great grandmama, my great great grandmama told us we ain't come off no boat. In fact, we was already here. They took our land. We ain't come off no boat. They started talking about this slave boat and this slave shit in the education system in the 70s. Y'all just done forgot. I ain't come off no damn boat. My folks didn't come off no damn boat. My daddy told everybody in YouTube and Facebook Live one day with a lot of folks sitting there. I asked him question point blank. Why? Because he know who his mama was, his grandmama, his great-grandmama, just like I know. That'll take it all the way back to about 1814. 1814. 1814. That's in the middle of the slave trade. No, we ain't come off no damn boat. So if you feel that you are a descendant of the slaves and you owe reparations, then you need to go be trying to find out about the damn manifesto so you can find out who your folks is that came over here on the boat. Other than that, they ain't gonna give you shit anyway. Because why? They know you wasn't no slave coming off no boat. You was already here. They took your land. They took everything, the whole system. They flipped it. You got about 6, 7 presidents or leaders on this land before George Washington. They can't hide this shit no more. George Washington was the first president. They gonna give you all these goddamn pictures and shit when your kids in school and shit. And then some of these kids these days, they got mamas and daddies and grandparents like me, and they go ask their teacher. I said, look, boy, come here. That's your homework. For real. Go ask your teacher this question. Who was the presidents on this land, the leaders on this land before George Washington? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go to school, ask. And get kicked out of school. Huh? I grew up when we were little kids. My parents and grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents, we were walking around talking about I got Indian blood in me. They didn't say Indian. Indian. I posted this a picture of my grandmother and my great-grandmother right here on this channel. You tell me whether they look like they come from West Africa or right here. I'm going to give you receipts. I'm going to give you true story. So I supposed to believe these books, these history books and shit, before I believe my parents? Oh, hell to the no. Mm-mm. Now they can't hide this shit. I'm going to tell y'all what I've adapted to since I left the church, since I left the pulpit in 1999. Let me tell y'all what I adapted to. I got my own little personal way of communicating with spirit and source, and it's not in the form of English. You got to leave that language alone sometimes. Sometimes you got to revert back. Not sometimes. You need to start reverting back to some of the many different languages, dialects, or communication or vibrational tongues, frequency that existed before your folks was forced to speak this spell language called English. So I might say something and you might hear it and you might, what the hell are he talking about? I'm talking about it in a different, I may say some, damn, what did he say? That wasn't English because I wasn't intending for it to be in English. They flipped the whole damn story. So now that I've proven to you, or not proven, now that I've shared with you that my folks, I don't know about your folks, I don't know what they told y'all. My folks told me we ain't come off no boat. So that means if we was already here, if there's such thing as a boat story, somebody else came off of them boats. Word on the street, they were called indentured servants. They were peasants, diseased as that, the worst of the worst. On a 2-year contract to come over here. So you're unleashed, released, put them on boats to die at sea. They didn't give a fuck about them, the elites, the sons of God. Did this to their own people. Like I told y'all, everybody that don't look like you is against you. That's why I don't get involved in the race car. I'm a human down here first. I don't get caught up in that race shit. That's the shit that gets you in trouble spiritually. Now these folks then came over here and our folks what? Open up our everything. Welcome. Hard. Come on, baby. Here, let me help y'all. Let me show y'all how to dress. Let me show y'all how to talk. Let me show y'all how to feed yourself. Let me show you how to grow your food. Let me show you how to build dwellings to keep roof over your head. Let me show you about this math. Let me show you about some science. Let me show you. That's how my people was. Let me show you. And they learn. And next thing you know, damn, let's go back and tell our folks. Next thing you know, other folks start coming. Next thing you know, we got a problem on our hands. Why? They took some of our technology, gunpowder, and started shooting it out barrels or iron that we taught them how to make. Can I talk? They learned a spiritual system that they call religion from us. Sent that information back and sent you back a whole nother book a few years, decades later, on a boat called Jesus Lubbock, where it's supposed to be slaves in the bottom of the boat when it was King James versions. Land flowing with milk and honey. Everybody in the planet ain't trying to run you. Everybody ain't trying to run to Israel. Y'all think that's the land of milk and honey? Y'all think that's the holy place? Then it's supposed to be Mecca. Then it's supposed to be the Vatican. No, every goddamn body on the planet trying to come here. This is the land flowing with milk and honey. Ah, shit. Everybody on the planet trying to come here. They've been trying to come here. They've been fighting ever since they got off the boat. They've been trying their best. They done took control of a lot, but let me tell you something. They've been trying their best. And ever since then until today, on your news television stations, immigration is the #1 topic. You know why? Everybody want to come and get a piece. This heaven over here, there's a lot of folks. I'm trying to tell y'all something now. So in order for you to know some things, you got to unlearn everything. In order for you to know some things, you got to unlearn everything you've been told. I'm not bullshitting. If they told you somebody coming back in the sky to get your ass, you got to unlearn that. Because why? Ain't nobody coming back in the sky to get your ass. If you don't want to start there, start right here. If you don't want to start there, start right here. Because the rapture didn't get in the book of the Bible, what you call the Bible, until the 1830s. I already told y'all that. Y'all don't want to go research that. Some dude, European dude, put it there. They let him put it there. Oh, that sounds good. John? Yeah, we'll just tell them somebody's coming back to get them. Now we can put and strike more fear. They don't want to go to hell. All that shit was put in there anyway. You start here. Start right here, folks. You ain't got to worry about Jesus. All this is way before Jesus. You ain't got to worry about Moses, arguing about who Moses is. You ain't got. All you got to do is find out who these fools is right here. These fools here is the ones that's affecting your ass today. Not Shadrach, not Meshach, not Abednego, not the 3 Hebrew boys, not Paul, Silas in the Roman jail. Ain't none of that shit. All that shit is just characterization. Them just characters. I'm not lying to you. None of them folks don't. You talking about spell work. You talking about deception. You need to find out who these fools is. This is who you need to know. You need to know who you work with, who you married to, who you live with, who you deal with, because they are connected to these Nephilims and these sons of bitches called the sons of God that rape women at the beginning of creation, their creation story. You need to find out who their kids is. Some of y'all married to them. Some of y'all be voting for them and shit. Some of y'all be shouting, dancing, speaking in tongues. Don't know you dealing with a son of God. Evil motherfucker. Can I talk, Ivory? Y'all better leave me. Share the video. This ain't tarot. I know when I put tarot up there, now I don't want folks to know I be listening to this dude talk about tarot, because they told us, the sons of God told us, that tarot was evil. Well, tell him he ain't talking about tarot this morning. They can't hide this shit no more. Not when somebody like me around. Hey, if don't but one or two of y'all hear it, and then go do your research. This week, start your research today after the live. I dare you. It'll be the best Sunday school Bible research you've ever personally done. If you go and find out these 3 things right here. While I drink my coffee. While I go out and help the homeless. While I go out, I used to say things like, man, I'll never go back inside of a church no more. But what happened was, source, spirit. I just told y'all God said I'm a spirit. But anyway, not this God I'm talking to. The source, the universe. Said there are people who are trapped here. And if they keep hearing the same stuff every Sunday, they're going to remain trapped, Ivory. So if one of their leaders or pastors give you the opportunity to come over and say something, say something. If not, When preachers approach me sometimes now in person, because I'm running into a lot of them because of the type of business that I do as far as helping the homeless, right? But I'm gonna show y'all something. This is what I give them. I give them this. That's what I give them. Y'all can screenshot it. I tell you what, I put it down here. Y'all can screenshot it. There's a reason why I did this here business card like this here. Hold on. There's a reason why I did this here. Everything I do is calculated. There go the back of my business card. If you want the back of my business card, that's one of them. Heart to Heart Homeless Care Pack, counseling, food, clothing, shelter assist. Bring all the tithe into the storehouse. Malachi 3 and 10. What's on the front? All right, here, Pastor, give me a call. I'm not going to sit up and argue with them. Because why? When I have pastors approach me and they says, hey, can you tell me what, about, now? Can you tell me a little bit more about the StoreHouse outreach of Greater Houston? What is y'all based on? I mean, what is the motto? I turn to the back of my card, I pull it out, and I pull it out my business card pouch, and I look at the back and I read, just like I'm reading from the book now. I read that line right there. Pastor said, what we all about? We all about this here. Bring all the tithe into the storehouse. I got a storehouse. It's right behind me. It's 3 storage units. Bring all the tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. It's food over there. I fed folks yesterday. Bring the tithe into the storehouse. Pastor, is your church a storehouse? Can 7-365. If they can't, why are you bringing tithe in the storehouse for anything other than food, when Malachi 3 and 10 says, bring the tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house? Then I open up the windows. Jesus said, when I was hungry, did you feed me? How you going to feed me and shit? That's why he asked him the question. How you going to that energy, that personification, that person, that essence, that source did exist on this planet, but not like you was told, and not in that name. So you get ready to, this morning, Pastor, you getting ready to raise your tithe and your offering. The first book they go to is Malachi, the 3rd chapter. First and foremost, God ain't even talking to y'all. He talking to Israel through Malachi. He ain't got shit to do with me. He ain't got shit to do with you, unless you a brute. And these people were not European. They were not pale skinned. They were dark. And he just got my card and politely walked away. Didn't even want to conversate no more. Why? Because he know damn well his church is not a storehouse. And you trying to be political, not knowing that that verse is there calculated to shear off people that are out there, leaders that are out there, preachers that are out there, collecting 10% of your hard-earned money every week. And they collecting it in the name of tithe and offering, so that there be food in God's house. Which God? I just read to you the God of that book. I learned this here decades ago. So you know what I started doing in 1991? I said, okay then, I can read. And I read that for what it was, and then I kept reading. Go back and read again. Go back and read again. Research this one little verse. Research that one little verse. Research this chapter. Come to find out, well, damn, he ain't even talking to me. That book ain't even talking to me. He talked to a whole nother group of people. So now y'all out here collecting all this money, and you ain't even a storehouse. Don't even go to Malachi 3 and 8, 9 and 10. Don't even go there when you collecting your tithes and offerings. Because why? If you collecting tithes, it's telling you in your own book what it's supposed to be for. Food. Well, see, even the word of God is food. Quit trying to twist shit, food. It didn't say that. It didn't say that. A lot of folks just too coward to go and approach and to confront and ask their leaders, pastor. So you know what I did in 1991? I took my tithe. Back then, good tithe, about $100 and something. Young dude making money. And I went to the butcher shop. I got 2 long sleeves, 10 pounds. One was salami. Listen to me, folks. One was bologna. And I told the butcher, cut it all up into sandwich thickness slices. They cut them all up. I took them home and I fried all of them, baked all of them. We got a whole bunch of loaves of bread. We got a few bags of fruit. Went back then, they had the juices in the bottle. We ain't got the juices in the bottles. And Little Debbie snack cookies, cakes. Throw them all in the trunk. Went downtown where I knew they was congregating. Popped my trunk. Started handing out food with my tithe. And been doing it ever since. Fed some yesterday. Fed some last night. Behind the scene. Because if you say Jesus, 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 Jesus don't want you to just be seeing. That energy now is not clickbait energy. If Jesus was here today, it's real, he would not be at these here churches like you think. He would not be hanging with Joel Osteen. He would not be hanging with T. He's not going to go to the Potter's house. If he go to the Potter's house, he's going to kick every goddamn thing over. If he go to Creflo Dollar, he going to kick every goddamn thing over. If he go to Joel Osteen, he going to kick every damn thing open. If he go to old boy at New Birth, he going to kick every goddamn thing over in the church. I'm done reading Bible verses for the day. I do the work of the church. I do the work the church should be doing with the tithe they collect. I feed people. You hear me? I feed people. That's what StoreHouse out. My first ministry, outreach ministry, was called StoreHouse Outreach, Mission and Shelter. Then it turned into End Time Outreach, Mission, Shelter, and Ministries. Then End Time Outreach, Church of God in Christ. Facts. It was all about outreach for me, day one. Because Jesus said then, when I believe that story, when you do it to the least of these, you do it to me. When you neglect the least of these amongst you, you do it, you neglect me. Period. That's plain and simple. They can't hide it anymore. They can't. I'm done. Go do your research. If you listen, if you find out this, if you get more information about the sons of God, and you get more information about their offspring, the Nephilims, and you get more information about their descendants, their children, their seed, the Nephilims, it's going to take you on a journey And you're going to find out that I'm not the only one out here. Very few of us out here that knows this here. And then you'll find out a lot of your politicians and your religious leaders and your so-called secret society people and all these are descendants. I'm giving y'all a little bit of juicy shit in advance, but still you're going to find out some of them, your husbands and your wives and your children. But anyway, you'll find out who their seed is. You'll find out who their descendants is and their children. There's not been a president in America that's not a direct descendant of the sons of God. And you heard it first here. What's up, y'all? Y'all leave me alone. Quit throwing eggs and shit. Hold on. Let me get, y'all come here for these cards every day. Go read now. He gonna tell you what, dude gonna tell you something that you ain't heard before. Hold on for a minute. See that? Look, I gotta go get some more coffee. See, this Sunday hangout. So what? I got time. I ain't been here in 3 days, so that means I might go 3 hours. Quit hating. Quit hating. Let me give me some coffee. Quit hating. Quit. No, I'm just kidding. Let me tell y'all something, though. Serious, though. I try to stay off of social media as much as I possibly can because of the energetic attacks. It bounces off, but I just don't even want to deal with it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It bounces off. They ain't effective. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Man, I ain't got no more coffee. Who can't got my coffee? Get my coffee out y'all back pocket. Who got my coffee? Nobody got my coffee. Oh, you finna start hearing it brew now, baby. Come on, baby, 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 baby. Very wonderful meeting this week. Damn, I gotta brew some more. Wonderful meeting this week. I ain't never ever worried about somebody not supporting me because of what I believe. I embrace somebody not supporting me because of what I know. Now, if you're going to base your support based on what I believe, you got a problem with you. That's your belief. There was 2 people this week, millionaires, that after they heard me this week, Chef, can I get your card? Mr. Ivory, can I get your card? I like what I hear. If you need anything, here's my card. Call me. I said, now, you sure about anything? What was his name? David. You sure about anything? Anything, Ivory. Call me. It's a beautiful thing. Hotline open. Anybody got something they want to say? You got something you want to get off your check? Hotline open. 713-333-9355. Go get it up off you. What you want to get up off your chest? Now, if you call here with that craziness, now I'm going to treat you crazy. I'm going to respond crazy. We want to do that. Welcome all new subscribers. I know it's different. What's up, Sure-Ann? You come here crazy now. You come here crazy now. You come here, you're going to get crazy prizes. Yeah. Everybody good. Queen Guardian. What it did, what it do, what it don't, what it did. So if you say, I'm this, I'm Baptist, I'm Methodist, I'm Hebrew, I'm Jewish, I'm Catholic, okay then. You lost. You confused. Said the books. You spirit Don't never forget that. You spirit. You was not born in no religion. You may have been born in somebody's house that was religious, but you was not born in spirit, religion. You wasn't born in sin either. Quit taking on that lie. How you gonna be born in sin? Because of one man's sin. I don't believe that shit. So I'm born in sin because Adam and Eve couldn't get their shit together. I'm born in sin because Eve started having babies by the Son of God. So, I wasn't supposed to tell y'all. That was supposed to be part of y'all research. Well, it's out the gate now. Some of y'all gonna find out that Eve had some babies by them damn Nephilims, the sons of God, if you do your research right. Damn. Now, it's a preserved seed of us that those women back then, there was a few, they didn't have no damn babies by the sons of God. I'm part of that DNA. 1%. And those sisters today are the most hated and attacked sisters, women. When I say sisters, I'm talking about, I don't care if they black, white, yellow, pea green. There are women today that through their portal of existence, the womb, no Nephilim, no sons of God ever penetrated them. That's who I fuck with. You don't believe me, do you? Okay. Mess around and keep researching. And some of y'all gonna find out that you was married to some of the sons of God's descendants. Y'all gonna leave me alone? So y'all gonna keep messing with me, huh? Don't nobody want to call? Y'all scared? That caller said, "What's up, Slot? Man, I'm so glad I finally got to talk to your crazy butt. You say whatever you want to say. Keep it real. Keep it raw. Keep it real. Call me." Okay, then. So I'm going to have to start dealing with these young folk, these kids. These kids will call me. Y'all grown folk, y'all scared. I ain't talking about minor kids. I'm talking about young adults. They'll call me. "What's up, Sly? You doing good? Who bold enough to call?" Nobody. Man, don't nobody want to talk to you, man. Get your ass off of this live stream. That's what y'all saying to me. Man, get your ass off of here. The number's right there in the title of the video. 713-9355. He right here. Miss Lady Woman, there it is. I just gave it's in the title of the video. Who putting their phone number in the title of the video these days? Who? I be having conversations, folks, with people that are, I ain't gonna call no names. I got a pastor friend. He's a good friend, good brother here in Houston. And now he be watching the channel, but he don't say a lot. But when we conversate, he always say, "Preacher, I know you say you ain't no preacher." Uh-oh, we got somebody calling in. Damn, from Detroit. Hello.
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 Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who this is?
This is Mr. Allgood calling in.
Mr. Allgood?
Yes, sir.
What's up, big homie?
Okay, man. It's my real last name, too. Allgood. Hey, man. I did what you're saying. I did you, man. You down, man. You ain't no joke. I like that, brother.
Hey, man, you calling from my crib, man. You calling from Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all see how we Detroit roll now? Flint, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Saggy City. What's up with you, Keith?
Another day, brother. Another day to live and learn, brother, and teach.
That's right. Live and learn, man. I learn something new I learn a whole lot new every day.
Well, listen, brother. If you don't learn something new every day, man, you wasting your day, brother.
Damn. He said if you don't learn something new every day, y'all, this all good talking. If you don't learn something new every day, you what now?
Wasting a day, brother.
You done wasted a day. Damn.
Wasting a day, brother.
Damn. How long you been following the channel? All good.
You know what, brother? I was just trolling, and you know, like I say, I listened to one of my mouth, and something just showed me something right here. When you said a couple of words, I was all in.
What was a couple of words?
Brother, the statement you made about the StoreHouse, I said, did that. Yeah. Hey, brother, when I hear the truth, all automatically truth stay in.
That's all we got. You know what? The truth is dangerous these days.
Very dangerous, brother.
The truth is dangerous business. If you out here speaking the truth, your ass is hated. You the villain. They don't like you.
You know what, brother? If you think about it, brother, everybody that try to stand up for the truth get knocked out the box. But what they can't kill is the truth. Simple as that.
No, you can't kill the truth. Like my dad used to say, the truth don't need no defending, but a lie need all the help it can get.
All it can get. And do you know something else about a lie? If you don't add a little truth to it, it can't even stand. It won't be believable, brother.
That's right. I already know.
Yes, sir. I know you know. That's why I had to call you. I said, my man. Hey, man. You know what? I ain't trying to be funny, but it's good when I find somebody that is not still psychologically locked up, brother.
Man. I'm telling you that I can't, you know, once the mind is free, everything else is free.
Where you located, brother?
I'm down in Houston, Texas right now.
Well, guess what, brother? I won't be in touch with you, and I don't have vacation in years. Man, I gotta come down and just see you personally, man. We'll talk, brother.
Yeah, come on down. We'll be starting next month. We'll be starting next month. We'll be having what I call the roundtable discussion, and then another segment that we're going to be having is entitled "Life After the Cross," because a lot of times people think that you can't live outside of the cross, or you're a sinner, or you this, or you this, but a lot of us have experienced a very, very wonderful life after realizing that I don't have to die first. I ain't got to die first now.
Brother, you know something, brother? Let me back up on something. You know, when you said don't believe that lie that we're born in sin,
yeah,
that's what really got my attention, man. Because if you think with common sense, and now get this here, which is not so common. Get this here. Listen, you can't put the blame on you for something I didn't do, man. That's crazy.
That's right.
You know, man, how you gonna be born in sin and you just got here? What did you do?
Can you imagine a woman, she in the delivery room, done gave birth to a baby, and then the doctor coming with the baby in the hand and say, here you go, mother. This is your new baby, your new sinner, your new person that's born in sin. They ain't did shit. But they presenting this baby to you, and if you a Christian and you believe that we was all born in sin, you got so now you got to raise a sinner.
Man, you know what?
That shit deep, man.
No, but I know you are familiar with Willie Lynch. I know that already.
Yeah, I know, bro, Reggie.
No, I'm talking about Willie Lynch.
Oh, Willie Lynch? Hell yeah.
Okay, well, you remember what he said about this will last forever?
He said, look, y'all, he said it on the House, Senate floor and the Congress. Look, y'all, if y'all take and listen to my plan, we will have these people who we've taken the land from. We will have these people brainwashed, basically, for generations to come and forever. But if they ever, hold on, what they don't like to also say, but Willie Lynch said, but if they ever wake up and find out the truth, this republic is gone forever.
And you know what? He ain't never lied. That's why they said this too. If you don't want a black man to learn, put it in a book.
Put it in a book.
Put in a book. And he never lied.
It's like my awakening started when I started. It started from the tithe. That's why my original ministry in Detroit and in Memphis was called StoreHouse Outreach. But my awakening started with the tithe. That's where mine started, because I started questioning. And then when I started reading, and I says, okay, I was listening, I was on my way home from church one day, and I was listening to the late Dr. Ben. He was in town in Detroit, but he was speaking. Back then, they didn't have social media. So 107, I think it was K-Fate, the gospel station there in Detroit. He was on the radio station at a broadcasting live from a church in Detroit. I can't remember the name of the church. But I'm listening to Dr. Ben. And he started talking about Jesus. And he started talking about the church. And I was like, wait a minute. Did this man just say what I thought he said? Jesus Christ that we've been taught never physically existed? And he's saying this behind a pastor's pulpit? So I was disturbed. Long story short, I went back to Genesis. And I just started from Genesis. I took every word, every verse, and started dissecting it. And before you know it, I'm at the library downtown in Detroit on Woodward. I'm at the library. Everywhere I live, everywhere I went, I'm at the library every day, all day when I'm not at work. I promise you. My kids, they'll tell you, they spent more days in the library than any kid they ever knew. Why? Because I was stuck. I was stuck. When I say I was stuck in a lifelong research. I says, wait a minute. So if I can prove, go ahead.
And one thing I can say, listen, I'm glad that you got stuck, bro. Listen, all my life, even when I was young, I questioned everything. So I went to look. I grew up in Royal Oak Township. Are you familiar with Royal Oak Township?
Yeah, Royal Oak Township, yeah.
It was one of the first black-owned and operated townships there was.
That's right.
Okay, Oak Park was all Jews. Ferndale was all white. I went to Ferndale High School, 13.
That's right.
250 blacks.
Right.
We were the first school to get black history and all that, man. All that. Our parents stepped behind us. You know what I'm saying? And I had a little club called Little Africa, you dig?
Right.
And every time something jumped off, they called me out to the office, you dig? Because they wanted me to, stop whatever was going down. But I always been a revolutionary, brother. I wasn't buying nothing. I had to fight every day, going to school, coming and going. We was on first name basis with the monkeys over there, man. So I wasn't buying nothing, period. I questioned everything, brother. And I still do question everything. You know what I mean? You just can't tell me anything, you dig?
Right.
Hey, every time I meet a pastor, I shut him down. I shut him all the way down. Because the first thing they'll say, these pagan holidays, Christmas. I said, man, give me a break. I said, did you tell your congregation about Christmas, about the pagan holidays? They want to start studying. I said, yeah, it tells you not decorate trees with ornaments. You dig? I come on with a book that they might understand or believe in. A book of couple about.
Right.
They look at me stupid. I said, all these pagan holidays, Halloween, celebrating the dead. They got a book out called Myths and Holidays.
Right.
It tell you where it came from and where they started, all that.
Right.
You know, I took a book in front of high school started to write. It's called 100 Years of Lynching. You ever read that book?
No, I'm familiar with it, but I haven't read it personally, no.
Yeah. I took it in front of high school, man. All the lynchings, most of them documented, they got pictures. Man, it's started right over there, man. You know, a lot of people, a lot of our people can't digest that. They don't want to hear about the history, man, but you deep.
You know, I'm gonna move on and see if there's another caller. But let me say this to you, all good, brother. Listen. If I were people that look like me and you, right? If they knew the truth, they would not only never go to church again, never go to a mosque, never deal with the Catholic Church, never deal with none of this here. And they would be just like me and so many other millions around the world. They would be so mad and pissed because it's one thing to be lied to, but it's another thing to be lied to and then deceived with another lie to cover up the lie.
Yeah, my man.
And I'm gonna tell you something. If you go to any church in any community, I want you to see what are the churches investing in for the people that gives them the money.
Yes, sir.
They don't own no banks, no grocery stores, no hospitals, no airports, no manufacturing companies. All they do is collect tithe that's supposed to be for food. That's what the book said. The book said, bring the tithe into the storehouse that there'll be food in my house. If you stop right there, I want you to get up. In other words, I want you to get up right now. If you just stop right there with Malachi and then go to your church and ask your pastor and say, Pastor, I need something to eat with the tithe that I've been sending to the church, giving to the church.
Well, first of all, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been in church in years, bro. I've been in church in years. You know, listen, I can't stand these pimps.
That's all they is. That's all they is.
That's what I call them pimps. And I call the congregation, I call them really out their mind, educated. I call them educated fools.
Educated fools. Damn.
You're not, listen, I'm not giving you money, not a dime. Not one penny. You see? No, but I'm serious. I can't stand them, man. I really can't stand them. You know, because I know what they do. You know what? And these people get really upset when you talk about their past. They want to fight.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot, man. You know? But you know what? Something let's go. I also want to think. You have to be really careful on how you address people because people can't take the truth too good. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know, either they don't get upset and walk away, or they want to fight. So you got, you
I stay away. You know what? Over the years, since 1999, my thing is don't get in no argument, don't get in no debate. Soon as you see, because I've had people that'll come up and you be like, oh, and they appear and they'll come to this is nice. Oh, I like this. Woo, 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 woo. And then next thing you know, they'll ask you the magic question. What church do you go to? I don't go to church. You don't go to church? No, I don't. You don't believe in God? Which one? And then right there, they get quiet because you done confused them.
Yeah,
that's when I walk away.
Yeah.
Because here's what they blind to. I'm gonna show you what they blind to. I'm gonna read this here, and then I'm gonna let you go. Whenever they ask me, anybody ever ask y'all this here, it says like this here. Let me read it to you. Genesis, the first chapter. This is in the beginning. It says here, then God said, let us. Who is the us? It ain't say Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Anyway, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over everything, basically. Let us. if you ask them, if a person asks me, so you don't believe in God, I said, which one? Because it was a bunch of them creating man and woman.
You right.
Which one are you talking about? All you got to do is say, okay, then Christians got their God. Muslims got their God. Catholics got their God. Hebrews got their God. Everybody got their gods. So when you ask me, so you don't believe in God, which one?
Yeah.
Because according to Genesis, the first chapter, there was somebody else with that God in that book that was creating these humans.
You right.
But the preachers don't want to deal with that. They gonna say that's the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, but they can't prove that.
Well, sir, like I said, it's not the last you heard me, Lord. I wake up, you help me again. I'm gonna do just what you said about the stock house, the warehouse, whatever. I'm gonna get together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely go around checking these classes, find out where your money going, man. Is your money going where it's supposed to be going? Where you mean? Is it going for food, man?
Right.
For your car, not for your house.
Right.
Is it going for food, man? It ain't
Right.
going in your pocket, is it?
Right.
Cause I ain't got, look, listen, every man put their pants on the same way I put mine on, one leg at a time.
That's
I don't
right.
back up like that, man.
Right.
I don't back up like that, man. Hey, you gotta stand for what you believe in.
That's right.
Because if you don't, you a phony, you a hypocrite. I don't play that, man.
Right.
You know, if I got something to say to you, I'll say it to your face. I don't go behind your back. I won't come in your face.
Right. All right then, brother, all good. I'm gonna see if there's anybody else want to call in. I appreciate your support, Doc.
I appreciate you, brother. Have a good day. I'll be in touch. Yes, sir.
All right. Peace. That brother all good. Yeah, that's right. Get them out of here. That all good. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm finna get ready to go. Sunday hangout. Y'all about to see a side of people. I'm talking about your political leaders, your religious leaders, your entertainers, your here we go. They calling in. There they go. This is Ivory. Who am I speaking with?
This is Latoya.
Latoya, what's up, Latoya?
So how are you?
I'm doing good.
I appreciate what you're doing out here. It's very, very nice.
You say what now?
I said I appreciate what you're doing out here. I said it's very, very nice.
I appreciate your support too, Latoya. Where you calling in, checking in from?
From Ohio.
Ohio. You in what? The three C's, Cleveland, Columbus, or Cincinnati?
Columbus.
Columbus. We call it the three C's where I'm from. Okay, then. So you in Columbus. How long you been following the channel?
For a couple months now.
Couple months. How did you hear about it?
I was just scrolling and you have popped up with some tarot reading something. I was like, well, let me listen to what he got to say.
Okay.
Then I started listening to you. You was talking about tarot, but then you started talking about how you used to be a preacher and you stopped and you found out the difference between what they were trying to feed us besides what we should already know about ourselves.
Right. You know.
And I know, like.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but when I was in church, because I was going a lot too, so when I was in church, they would never explain to me about the tithe and offering.
Right.
I always asked them, like, why should I give up my tithe and offering? I said, but y'all not even helping people out in the church like y'all supposed to.
That's right.
I said, so I don't feel like I should be giving y'all my tithes and y'all can't explain to me what is it for. And then what I thought was funny was at the end of the year, they keep track of how much money you give them and they'll give you a form back that you can claim on your taxes. So when I heard that, I was like, well, what are y'all doing?
It's a business.
Why is it now that it's taxable? Y'all not helping nobody, but I can claim it on a tax. I thought that was stupid.
Let me tell you something.
And they didn't even tell me about that either. I was like,
right.
Y'all can't explain why we get these tax little forms. y'all just said, oh, it's because the tithes and offerings, and we added up, and this is what you can get.
Right.
I'm like, oh, it sounds like a little scam.
It was years ago as a young man that I asked the pastor. I said, Pastor, can you explain to me Malachi 3:10 as far as bringing the tithe into the storehouse? So now I go out and I work, and I'm a young man. Now I take 10% and I bring it and give it to the church in the name of God. Right? I says, now when I read this, Pastor, I know I can read and I can comprehend what I read. It says specifically, bring the tithe into the storehouse. It didn't say the church. It didn't say the temple. It didn't say the business. It didn't say the building. It didn't say his house. It said bring the tithe into the storehouse. Then it explains what a storehouse is and what it's supposed to be. Bring the tithe into the storehouse that there might be, some Bibles will say meat, some will say food. So if I'm bringing the tithe to the storehouse that there could be food in his house, then yeah, that's what it is. You live, sister. We can hear your background.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We hear all of your little conversation. But no, when it comes serious, when it comes down to tithe, if I'm giving my money in the name of tithe and offering so that there'll be food in God's house, then I'm okay with that. But I don't see no churches. I'm not talking about churches say, okay, we'll put y'all together a food basket or give you a bag of food. That's not what tithe is for, because all of that food, in most cases, they didn't take your tithe and go out and buy that food. That food was donated. That was some food that other folks didn't want no more. You follow me? And that's what they giving. I think we lost her. I think we lost Latoya. So I don't want to just put a whole lot of dwelling on tithe, but the caller was talking about that. But I'm just saying, if you go and you read it for yourself, it's telling you why the tithe should be brought into the storehouse. Then you ask the question, is the church a storehouse? So now you got Drewski and you got all these other comedians. You got everybody out here making a mockery of these prosperity, these money-hungry preachers. And then when it explains a lot, because when you tie in their lifestyles and some of their other personal activities, you will see that they have benefited greatly from the tithe. They eat good. So when you paying your tithe, I promise you, the food that's going into their house from the tithe is different than the food that's going into your house from the tithe. Meaning that you're paying tithe so you should never ever have to worry about being on EBT if you're tithing. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? They tell y'all separation between state and government, church and state rather, right? So anytime you pay your tithe, you should never have to go out and apply for food stamps from the government. Because your tithe is designed to make sure that there's always food in God's house. Thereby, anybody hungry, you ain't got to go nowhere. Just go to the pastor. Where you supposed to start at. Don't go to the missionary. Don't let him send you to the secretary. Go to that pastor. Pastor, I'm a regular tither. I need some food. I don't need no donated, dented, canned goods that folk don't want no more in their food pantry at home. I need some food. That man gonna look at you, that woman gonna look at you like you an alien, like you crazy. You said, what? I need some food. I need some food. Period. I need some food. Watch what they tell you. So they can't hide it anymore. We're not just talking about tithe. That's right in your face. If you went to school and you finished, and you learned how to read in the second or third grade, by the second or third grade, fourth grade, then you can go to Malachi 3 and 10. Read it for yourself. It's going to tell you what the tithe is supposed to be for. As a fourth grade reading comprehension level. At a fourth grade reading comprehension level, you ask a child to read that. Say, okay, class, what are we talking about? Tithe. And what we supposed to do with the tithe? Bring it in the storehouse? And what we supposed to do with these tithes that we bring into the storehouse? Make sure it's food in God's house. Little bitty old kids can understand that. Little bitty kids. Then we brainwash these kids to have them thinking that a tithe is money. And when you get your paycheck, make sure you got $100 paycheck. Make sure you bring God. They're going to tell you to bring the Lord. You are not bringing God no money. God is not doing nothing with that money you give to that church. I promise you. I promise you. I guarantee it. God ain't doing nothing with that money you give it to the church. So if they asking you to tell you that you giving it, you ain't giving it to the church, you ain't giving it to me, you giving it to God. They lying. That's deception. That's deception 101. That's lying 101. And they do it every Sunday behind every pulpit. I ain't going to say every pulpit. There might be some preachers out there that the basis of the reason why they collect tithe is for food to be in God's house. They make sure that it's there. But when you think about the overall, there should not be one person on food stamps. There should not be one person in any city in the United States that's hungry. Because why? We got too many churches collecting tithe for food. Nobody should be hungry. That's the last thing people in America should be, and that's hungry. Because everybody from the White House to your house, whatever your religion is, I don't care if you're a Muslim, Hebrew, Catholic, Christian, everybody is asking you to bring money to help feed people or to help take care of people, help house people, but ain't nobody doing it. The majority, 99.9%, they're not doing it. There should not be an elderly home that our elderly parents have to go to after working all their damn lives, going to these churches all their damn lives, and then they get stuck in a nursing home. Now the pastor got to go very seldom. Now the pastor, every blue moon, gonna go to this nursing home, visit a member that was there before he was born, that been tithing before he was born. And you ain't got nowhere more comfortable for this person than a nursing home around strangers who don't give a damn. They there to collect a paycheck so they can take their tithe and repeat the cycle and give it to a church. At some point in time, it's going to stop. Why? Because you're not going to have the dollar bill as a currency no more. It's not going to have no value. Now what you going to bring? Then they're going to be having you bringing your Bitcoins, your cryptocurrency. They're going to have you bringing that to the storehouse. Bring all the Bitcoins to God's house. Bring all the cryptocurrency to God's house. Bring the gold. Bring the silver. Bring the copper. If I was going to go any further, they can't hide it no more. I'm not just talking about the religious and the political leaders. I'm talking about people also in your personal life that know they did some shit that they shouldn't have did. They can't hide that shit no more. We'll see y'all in the next video. What time is it? It's almost 11 o'clock. Okay, then. Let me come back here. Charge his phone up some. And go on and knock Aquarius out. Then we'll have one more left. Pisces. Then I'm going to get back on some more shit. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.